Good morning, welcome to ABC 123 Trader. This is Mike. It'll be my first video in a long time. I'm finally back in Canada. I still have some technical issues with my screens, but hopefully I'm going to show you a different trading methodology today really quick. It's just because the markets are kind of crazy. Let's do the risk disclaimer really quick here. All forms of trading carry high level of risk, so you should only speculate with money you can afford to lose. You can lose more than your initial deposit and stake. Please ensure that your chosen method matches your investment objectives. Familiarize yourself the risks involved, and if necessary, seek independent advice. U.S. government risk disclaimer: commodity futures trading commissions. Trading financial instruments of any kind, including options, futures, and securities, have large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risk and be willing to accept them in order to invest in options, futures, and stock markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Alrighty, now let's get to this methodology. Good morning, welcome to ABC 123 Trader. It's May 24th, half hour before the market open. We'll do a quick analysis and then we'll go from there. I'll be still trading using the tick range. I only have one screen right now, so it's still difficult. So let's get into it and we'll see what's going to happen today. So anyways, what the risk disclaimer states, it states, all forms of trading carry a high level of risk, so you should only speculate with money you can afford to lose. You can lose more than your initial deposit and stake. Please ensure your chosen method matches your investment objectives. Familiarize yourself with the risks involved, and if necessary, seek independent advice. U.S. government required disclaimer: commodity futures trading commission. Trading financial instruments of any kind, including options, futures, and securities, have large potential rewards, but also large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the options, futures, and stock markets. Do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Alrighty, now let's get into it. Okay, morning everybody. It's Monday, long weekend in Canada, not in the States, that's next weekend. So basically what I have here is the tick range. I'll be just trading these two, possibly the NQ on the third one again. I forgot to upload my video on Friday, I just realized. So I did make a couple $100 doing the same methodology. Anyways, let's look at the daily charts, and I'm going to have to drag this over. Like I said, I only have one monitor right now. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to diversify, not just only on NASDAQ, but also I'm going to be using YM as my main driver. YM, RTY. A lot slower. The market's it's just been so, how do you say? You can make a lot of money on the NASDAQ, but I'm finding out a lot of the traders that do ask me questions, they ask about other instruments, so I'm going to be diversifying here. So anyways, what you can see, which has been really weird, our phases has been working for so long, and then this whole zone here, basically, since I actually took that one exam that I want to prove that you can be, if you're consistent, you can have a combine. So we've been holding it inverted on the NQ, and then this phase actually worked not bad. It did do a punch. It hit our resistance zone. You can see you have to make your support and resistance, and now she's pushing up. So we're against the phase again. It's crazy. Same thing with the YM. The YM actually worked better on the phase, so it followed the phase properly, peaked out. That's beautiful peak out candle on daily, and then you can see we would have made a really good trade for the very first day. A couple of reversals, another couple of good days, and now she's bouncing up. And if you can see W patterns, Gartley patterns, I don't care. That's the bottom line there. So you can see it looks like we're ironically going into a positive day. Now let's look into my other chart here. Okay, this chart's right here. That's the one I need. So what I've done so far right now is I have RTY, YM, ES, and NQ, just all on a 5-minute chart to watch the momentum first thing in the morning. I also, like, if you've been following me for a while, I love my day trend. So If a day trend is activated, this will be my trade down here on the yellow line. But we are late into these trends as of, look at that, how that's amazing how it hit all three. Look at this, 3 in a row, guys. Look at this, 4 in a row. Look at that phase, eh? Not wild. It's supposed to be 4 separate instruments. Figure that out. And look how my day trend activated, especially these two right on the money. That's amazing. RTY and YM just followed exact. ES was just actually just a hair before, and NQ lined up. Very interesting. But as you can see on the day trend, we never, ever. What about this one down here? This one you would have made. On the RTY, would have hit this, and we would have been in this trade the whole time. Beautiful there. But these two, we would have missed our trade, unfortunately. But on the RTY, we would have made her. Now, if that did work out, that was 10 in the morning. Let's do a full day phase there. Not bad, 31 points. Plus 310 points, actually, because it's RTY. So, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to try to teach you the methodology what I've been playing with for a while. What I do is when I jump into a trade really quickly on market open, because I'm trying to show you different methodologies. The 15-day trade, or 15 days to pass the combine, was I made myself a very strict set of guidelines saying if it's on the buy phase, I'm going to look for buys, very first one. And then I'll look at the day trend and I'll look at all the other energies. And so what I'm going to be doing today is, what I do is I'll look at the energies first thing in the morning, RTY, YM, ES, NQ. Hopefully they correlate together. Lately it's been just all over the board. I mean, 2 will correlate, or 3 will correlate, and 1 will be the opposite. And NQ's been the opposite lately. And but what we'll see is RTY might kick off really quickly, and then YM might follow, or vice versa. And if we could see that energy pushing correctly, move this back, 196. Then what I'll do, I'll jump in. And so what I've done is I've updated the pack on a couple of things. One was on a request, and this one, what I've done on the tick range especially, I created an indicator called, it's still the tick range, but I call it tick zone. I just separated the indicators. I didn't want to do a ton of programming and modifying and all this. So what I've done, I put a cloud in this zone, okay? And what this cloud represents is you can adjust this cloud accordingly. And so let's go to the tick zone. So basically what I have is 2 ranges. The slow range, which I have as 15, and then the regular range size of 6, which I've been using. That was my original programming. And so basically, because it's a slower range and a faster range, I just wanted a cloud. Okay. And the reason why is, once we know, I'll show you here. Let's go this way. See, when the cloud crosses over, this is I would like to try to get in early as possible. Like, I mean, you could try to hit the bottom and fight through the cloud. That's no problem, whatever. But when I start seeing these dots, I want to see what the reaction is. And then if it takes off accordingly, now I can be in the cloud. Or I mean, take a trade. And if it does a deep enough retracement, I'll see where the vibration is and then go again. Deep enough retracement. See, we're kind of breaking the cloud. We're on the 61%. We look to the left, 46, 47, 45, playing around, bounces out of the cloud, away we go again. And usually our best trades are within this line here, of course. This is our second entry line, or early entry, I guess, because what you can do is, once it starts taking off and you start seeing it blue, you can take a higher or first trade here, hopefully get into this zone here. As soon as you see blue, you can say, okay, I'll give it a shot, and then away you go. Super early entry, of course, and then work your way up. Then you can use these lines for targets, and that's what I've been using them for lately. So now we're all set up, and Other than that, I'm going to wait for market open, so that will be 20 minutes. And so the only indicators that I have on here, the one that you won't have is just the AAA, and you could probably get it. It's just basically this horizontal line showing price point where it's flashing. I just wrote that so I could just see where it's bouncing. But the tick range, which is the average tick range, which is set to 15. Then I have fit predictor, and then the tick zone, which is the cloud. Swing market analyzer, so I can see my percentages, and then of course that horizontal line. And that's it. So I'm just trying to keep it as basic as possible. So what I will do in the morning when it starts taking off, I'm going to look at, I'm going to be looking at, I'll just drag the screen over. I'm going to look at this screen. Oh, I really need my second monitor really bad. It's so much easier than a laptop. So I'm going to look at this screen. I'm going to watch the energy, see if she pushes down hard or go up. And that's going to be my height there, 2235. Okay. Got to add these indicators for these three. But so I'm going to watch the energies in the morning, and if that's the case, then I jump in on the other one, and then go from there. I still have, but I'm not going to be showing it on these next cycle or two, is my first trade, technically. We can get, see, it's in that zone again. But this is our first opportunity here. As you can see, here's our market maker right here. That's our most current market maker. So the market did take off quite a bit. If it does deep enough retracement, we know we can get down to this 3360 level for buy-in to go continue on. Because this is all lined up in here. If it does get down here, I'll probably take my buy to go along. Other than that, I'm just going to wait until the market is getting set up here. So other than that, we'll just not put it on pause, but just wait and see what happens. Alrighty, let's get ready here and see how the market is going to perform. Now, if it all works well, we'd like to see a pull down to, let me reload this just in case. I just want to see if these numbers are correct. Okay, negative 31. Let's reload this one. So 65. Yeah, okay. Negative 38, 24, 38, 6. This one didn't move as much than YM. If I can get this to 0, we'll find out. And then we'll go from there. What I'm going to do, RTY is going to go up. 8.1. The 35, 43, 6, 4, 8.8. Now 1 minute before the open, I'm going to go.
Order submitted.
I'm going to put it to 0.2 there. See if she's going to push up to 35. This is going to be my target, 28 to 35 if it does take off. Oh, she's pushing down now. We'll see what happens right away. We're going to see what happens. Okay, market is open.
Order canceled.
So now everything is pushing down. Go figure. So let's try it. Give it a minute to play around here. What I'm looking at here, I'm going to bring this across here. This is what I'm looking at. Looking at these 4 bars. Oops. Back. Here's RTY. Is that RTY? Here's the break. As soon as it breaks the zone here, I can go for it. Let's open this up here. YM is pushing up, RTY is pushing down. Everything else is kind of like a doji cattle, so we've just got to give it a minute or two here. Okay, I'm going to do this one.
Order filled.
I'm going to do that one right away. I'm going to put a target as T here.
Order submitted.
To 127 extension to 3440. Because the reason why I chose YM instead of the RTY is doing the opposite of YM. These two are blue here, so that's a good confidence level. It does pull down. What I can do is I'm going to put a buy limit right here.
Order submitted.
If R2I drops below this point, I'll sell into it. We'll find out here right away here. YM, ES, and NQ are all going up. What I would like to see is to get to the 127 extension today. We got to break 39 here. Okay, here's the bounce back of the R2Y. Now R2Y, it looks like the way it's setting up is going to be pushing up here. There we go. There's the sell-off. Is finished on the R2Y. Now she's going to kick up really quickly here. If the R2Y keeps on kicking up, we're good to go. Oh yeah, there she goes. We have YM going up, ES going up, and NQ. Okay, we might enter into this one.
Order filled.
Whoops, wrong one. I gotta close this one. I made a boo-boo. It's okay. Green on this one. Come on, give me 10 ticks on this one. 4, 5, 6. I made a boo-boo on that one.
Order filled.
Okay, I cashed in positive on that one. We'll play around on the NQ. I screwed up. I used the RTY. I jumped into the RTY. I did actually make some profit. How much did I make on this one? RTY didn't make that much. It doesn't show because I'm negative right here right now. So we're in consolidation move here. We need to grab in here and bounce up, cash out one, and then go from it for the second round here. Okay, YM is going to pull down now. Now what I want to do on this one, I made a screw up here.
Order filled.
There we go. Now hopefully I'm correct on this one. Three. Come on, push it up a little bit higher. Wants to go up.
Order filled.
Okay, I'm okay there. I just made some profit again. I'm actually almost break even right now. Even though this is going down, I'm at break even right now. Actually, I'm in the green.
Order filled.
Okay, now hopefully this pulls back. What I need to do, okay, because we're right in the mid band here. Now we need to get this back to zero here. I'm just looking at my profits and my losses right now. Come on, bring it up. Almost break even. I might close this one right here. Oh. 60, 70.
Order
I'll
filled.
close it down just for a little loss right now. We just got bitten. We got bitten on the YM. RTY and YM are pushing down right now, but MQ is going up. So I made my profit on the MQ, but I put my losses on the YM right now. Now on RTY, let's see here. If we break this line here, I'm going to buy into the RTY here. She's starting to turn around now. Gotta watch. Now everything's turning
Order
around.
filled.
Okay, let's go for it.
Order filled.
Okay. Okay, now we're in profit. Let's just push this up now like crazy. Get to $200-$300, we're good to go. 942, $80, $100 profit. Keep them going. Okay, so we got our first blue here, we got our first blue here, we're good to go now. Now hopefully we can get to this red line here. This will be our cash out market here. We're just all over the board right now. There we go. $30, this one's not doing anything here. This is a deeper pullback, that's fine. This one's 40. You get to the region high, that's even better. RTY really exploded up.
Order filled.
Cash that one out. We're ahead of the market today.
Order filled.
Close that. So we're ahead right now, not by much, but we're still playing well here. We had this YM really big drop off here. Looks like the RTY is the one that's going to be our game plan right now. We'll wait till this finishes bouncing around. Everything is pointing up now. We're going to try to buy in right away here. We'll see what happens. What a frustrating morning. 5, 10, 15, turn around, buy up there. If she gobbles up here, then we're good to go. We'll wait and see what happens. And this one is just playing. $24.28, it is going to go. Bounce again.
Order filled.
Now, what I want to do, that's the high
Order
range
submitted.
there. So we'll put it down to about 2 ticks before there. We'll let this range for a while. I'll grab on the bottom of the range. If it breaks 19, great. If it breaks 39, we're off to the races again. Yeah, she's popping through. Everything's going up now. There we go. Crazy. Everything's doing opposite again. It's okay. I'll let the RTY work it up to about 20 ticks. YM is doing a deeper retracement. That's fine. I'll wait for the YM to finish. RTY is really pushing hard. Okay. Hey, why is it closing?
Order filled.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And what did I finish up today with? Not bad, guys. Wow. Crazy morning startup. RTY finally took off. I finished only up with 220 bucks here, but this is the one I took here. Everything else was just playing this whip game. You can see 3 are going down and 1's going up. And I don't understand why it's just not following normal patterns. Where are we on NQ? NQ, we're actually at 141 extension. So I had a bad loss on the YM. The RTY made my money. It was the opposite the other time. YM is still too choppy. This thing, I like it when it's all coordinated, but you can see we have some wick sticks here. And so now it's just another waiting game. See what we can do here. And the reason why I'm showing different multiple trades at the same time, it's because if I'm wrong on one side of the trade and I'm right on the other, I can cancel these out. And once they're correlated, and they really go, that's when you make your big day. And it's, excuse me, like you take a look at this. I'm trying to understand usually what the RTY does. It will do a big punch down first, second candle, and then do the reversal. YM, what I'm noticing, actually, this is just too choppy today. There hasn't been any big moves. We're technically still in the sell phase. So for this going up, while this is going down, should be more. This is the direction it should be going. So for this being opposite, it's just kind of mind-boggling. But if we look at YM, now if YM is going down properly, see this cloud is nice. See, we hit that the original target. Now what it should do for the RTY, if it keeps on going, maybe we can hopefully hit 127 extension. But the YM is just chopped today. Look at this. This is where it ate me. I should have just put a marking right on the line here, and hopefully it would have taken off. But this is finally a move. So we had it on 34 here, and the cloud is quite strong now. This is just ugly. So it went down, went up, went down, and this is the problem with the 6 range. What I'm finding out. On a 6 range, it can knock you up either direction until it starts deciding which direction to go. Here, this is just showing from market open, it looked like it was consolidated, and then she started breaking off from this point forward. And now we're at 67. See these numbers, 38? I'm looking for a positive day. So we have to wait and see. Other than that, and RTY is stalling out now. I would just wish I could coordinate the 2 together at the same time and you could cash out and you're done for the day. Well, RTY is still going to go to the top of the hour here. Other than that, I'm just I'll upload this video so you can see we ended up with 220 at the end. So other than that, just make sure you pinpoint your trades, trade safe, and you have a good one. Take care.